welcome everyone at Trends and Suggestions. And we have a very, very, very special guest, Minashi. And those who are watching live and wants to watch it as a video later, for them, please ask your questions so that we can entertain you, because the questions we can understand the topic is very important. That is the cancer awareness in corporates. So we are here to hear from you from today, from now. We are launching on 13th of August about the same. We stay tuned to learn more about it. So let me get the honor to introduce my special. She's not. I cannot say like a guest, but the thing is, the special person from whom I have, from means I am also learning so many things, because to be calm, to understand. So the a short introduction of her is: she is a storyteller, content specialist, artist, and barefoot counselor, and she is a speaker, author, and she has immersive technologies. That is, she has will go in deep about that. Before that, she is an author of C for Courage. Just before handing to her, just let me know about what exactly C for Courage is all about. Your book, which has been recognized now in India as a shining star. So just over to you, Meenakshi.
Thank you. Hi, Devasmita. How are you? Long time. So the book C for Courage is basically my personal journey in through the cancer that I had, and also it's a little bit of an insight into my life. The idea to write this book is to be able to inspire or at least encourage people to look within and to find their resilience. So the story is about my life, certain incidents of my life leading up to the time in 2018 when I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And then post that, because I always say that a lot of people do not highlight what happens after we win the battle over cancer. The side effects that happen to the survivors, the lifestyle changes that happen. In fact, life does change. It does not stay the same. And so my book highlights all of that. There are some very funny incidents. There are some heart-touching incidents, because all these are my experiences over the years. And C for Courage is basically, I really want to tell everybody that courage is within all of us, and we all have it every day. I mean, it takes courage to cross a road which is so heavily, it's got traffic. It takes courage to cross the road as well, right? So sometimes in life, when we are faced with challenges, we forget that we have that courage within us. So I'm hoping that this book helps people recognize that, and the fact that no matter what is happening in your life, um, a positive mindset takes you through it in a much better and beautiful way. So yes, so that's the book is all about, and I'm glad that people are picking it up, reading it, and a lot of people are going beyond my cancer journey and they're finding lessons in it. So yes, that's the book, Devashmita.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, here, thank you so much, Meenakshi. I want to add something also. This, my father is a cancer patient. Again, the occurrence happened. He was suffering in 2022 when I met Rahul, George. In 2022, my father was diagnosed with this gallbladder cancer. Okay, and removed. This gallbladder has been removed that time, but still now he is suffering from lung cancer and pancreas cancer. But the thing is, with the age, he is now 72. Now he is going to be 72. Actually, he is 71. But now with the age, we can understand what exactly the chemotherapy, the effect of the chemotherapy, right? Now also he is taking oral chemos because doctor has advised not to go for this. But the help is the hypnosis helping. There is a technique, whatever we are learning from Rahul, we are utilizing this on my father, and it is effective, right? We'll come to this because I want to, because here promotion of hypnosis is important. NLP is important because the mindset has to be changed accordingly. Right. Yesterday I took the interview of Rahul, but as yesterday I spoke about you, so I want to know how, as a caretaker, Rahul took that time, stand next to you, and help you in that case. Since as I have mentioned about mine, so I would like love to know about Rahul. How was his journey with you during your uh, that painful journey? Yeah, over to you, Minashi.
Uh, so, Devashmita, one is when you talk of hypnosis, I think I'm utilizing hypnosis for the last 6, 7 years of my life. I want to narrate an incident that in 2014 I had gotten into a full-time employment with an agency, and it was after about 3 years that I was getting into a full-time job. It was extremely stressful from a delivery point of view, from the role. And everyone who understands events will surely connect with me when I say that there is no day, there is no night, there is no Monday, there is no Sunday. You are just working round the clock, especially because if you are an event person, you have to deliver to your client and it has to be a wow moment for them. So in 2014, when I joined this place for 6 months, I was very miserable. I was extremely stressed out. I was extremely overwhelmed, and I was very, very uh, underconfident about myself. That has happened to me after a very long time. And I remember my first conversation with Rahul because he had started his hypnosis journey at that point. And being my partner and being my friend and being my guide, I asked him, I said, I don't know if I can continue this job and it's overwhelming me. And so he was very quick to remind me that I'm not one of those people who gives up or quits just because something is overwhelming. And then we did a very simple hypnosis exercise at that point that exercise made me realize something had shifted in me. And the beautiful part is that from 2014 till today, I'm still with the same company and I'm still working with them. And I think I have done a good job in terms of proving my qualification or proving my role at that place. But the point over here is that I have seen hypnosis work for me during professional stress, during personal stress. Cut to 2018 when I was diagnosed with the cancer, the only thing I told Rahul was that I have to stay normal. I cannot be, cancer cannot overtake my life. It cannot make me feel I'm a patient. It cannot make me feel that my life is going to end. And I remember the line I told him, I said, see, the day I have to die, I will go very happily. But till then, I want to be happy and I want to be alive. And I think that is when the journey started, where he, did hypnosis sessions with me very, very regularly. And I give full credit to hypnosis for and the sessions and the techniques he used to keep the mindset going. Because for 1 year I was going through treatment, and then there was 2 years or 3 years of very, very surprise side effects. You have to work with muscles that pain, or teeth that are weak, or skin that's not the same anymore. And yet I'm working, I'm traveling, I'm socializing. So I didn't want to stop my life. And that is where I used the techniques that Rahul knows, very simple techniques to keep nausea away. So chemo makes you feel very nauseous. Chemo gives you no taste. Your taste buds go for a toss. Um, Fatigue, extreme fatigue because of chemotherapy and radiation. But I think I've managed very well because the mindset was very strong. And Rahul worked with me, like I said, very, very regularly, ensure that even if I'm feeling down, even if I end up feeling sad or overwhelmed, I'm allowed those emotions, but those emotions do not stop me from functioning normally. So I used to be in office every day at 9:30. I have never taken leave because I had chemo or because I had radiation. I would finish that at the hospital and go straight to office. And I do give hypnosis a lot of credit for having that conviction that radiation is not the reason I will not work, or chemo is not the reason that will become the reason for me to stay at home and not go out and not meet people. So I think that way, yes, it was very simple hacks, very, very easy techniques. The good part about hypnosis, Devashmita, is that you don't need to sit for hours. I don't need to relive the pain of chemo. So that way, I think it was very very effective for me as a working professional and as a person. As a person, I like to be busy, so I'm glad I didn't take to the bed, and I'm glad that I didn't feel that I should take to the bed because I'm undergoing cancer treatment. So yes, I think hypnosis works wonders on the mindset, and I would say that for everybody. You're going through a personal challenge, you're going through illness, you're going through professional issues, you're going through interpersonal issues. Sometimes we don't understand people. We have conflicts with our parents, with our siblings, with our colleagues. I think with hypnosis, what happens is it gives you more control over your emotions, clarity of your thoughts, which means that you don't react unnecessarily and aggravate a conflict. So for me personally, I've seen that. I have seen over the years that I've become far more accepting and far more, if I can use the word, chilled out. Like it's okay, things happen. And I think that also hypnosis has helped me reach that point in my life, where I don't react just for no reason, and I have more control over what I'm saying or what I'm thinking, because eventually what we think is what we become. So I'm glad that the thoughts I have are far more peaceful, far more productive, rather than thinking about my problems and how bad life can be, or how somebody was nasty to me or something like that. Um, so yes, it does help. In fact, sorry, I'm going to get into another incident here, that cancer treatment was not all that easy. In fact, in my book, I have written that there were people who really, I am using the word nasty because they were nasty to me. They didn't understand my situation. They were not even sympathetic, forget empathetic. Um, they did not respect the fact that I was really putting in my heart, soul, and body to be normal through this entire thing. And today, when I look back, in fact, even at that time when they said nasty things to me, I didn't react. I did not break down. I did not feel bad. I did not go back and fight with them. And today, after 5 years, when I look at the same people around me, I'm very happy and I'm very, very grateful that I did not react, because eventually, mind over matter, my mind said, you focus on your thing, don't worry about what people are saying, don't worry about the nastiness you're receiving. Embrace the love you're receiving, because there was a lot of love, a lot of people were very kind to me, very very understanding, they helped me so much at the workplace and in my family. So I focus on the good things, and even today I focus on the good things. If you are nice to me, and that is all that matters. If somebody is not nice to me, I really don't, and I don't focus my energy there. And that is also an outcome of hypnosis. That is also an outcome of the question that Rahul always asks: what do you want? Do you really want to go and fight with somebody? And I'm like, no, I don't want to fight. He thinks, so let's work on what you want. So I'm glad I've reached that point, with over the years of um, working and having hypnosis as my technique to get better and more improve as a human being. So yeah, that's what I would like to share with you.
Because first is when you, because in this I want to one incident I remember. Rahul, when speak about you, about 2019 journey, he was the first person to write it down what he wants. That is what clicks his mind. That is what do I want. When he first saw your report,
Yes.
uh, yeah, so first thing comes in his mind was what I want. Because when you see your loved one is on the, there's a suffering, though the normal person will not have this. So this is the takeaway from me, from him, from me to me. Actually, I took this word, what I want. Whenever I am also in trouble, I write it down what I want,
Hmm.
because as you are writing it down, you are giving just your message to the universe. This is what I learned from Rahul, and this is what, yeah. And whenever he speaks about you, about your 2018 journey, he speaks about the similar. He always speak about what I want. He was shattered, and he took one night to write it down what he want. So this is a magic word. So whenever you are into trouble, specifically who are those who are thinking the spouses, the specifically the family members, if you feel like, if whenever you see, so like in my case, my father was suffering. So if I know from the beginning this word what I want, I don't think so many chemos he has to do, radiation he has to do, and now also he is taking oral chemo. So now that doesn't have to happen, right? Because if I know this, I know this from the last 1 year, but I have forgot about it. But remembering is important.
True.
So once we know what I want, to be more specific, whenever, please don't shatter or sit like, what will happen to my spouse, what will happen to my family. Instead of this, please write it down and give direction to the universe that what you want. So yes, so this fighting was, this reminds me, and what, when you saw talk about what do you want, his first question is, what do you want? This is the best part of him to ask. Now to the, let's move on to the questions which is
Sure.
related to the corporates,
Sure.
because those who are working specifically, they faces this problem. That is, how can workplace creates a supportive environment for employers undergoing cancer treatment?
Uh, so I can say one thing that I have in fact in the last 3 years mentored a couple of people who were undergoing cancer and are working individuals. And what I have seen is that the empathy in the work environment is becoming much better. People are becoming more aware. When I say empathy, see, there are two aspects to this. One is at the organizational level, which means your boss, HR, compliance, who give you the support, who let you take leave, who understand that you have chemo to do, and who do not really enforce too many tasks on you because you're going through something. So I think that spectrum has widened a lot. Um, but what I have also seen is that you are daily interacting with either your team or some teams or your peers. So that's the larger population at the workplace that needs to be sensitized to what a person undergoing cancer treatment feels, thinks, or wishes for. Uh, so that is something which is not as much. There aren't too many. See, we do breast cancer awareness. We do cancer World Cancer Day in offices and companies. I think there should be more sensitization workshops at the ground level, which is at the floor, where people are working with each other, where people need to interact. Where, for example, if I do not give you something because I have chemo that day, it should not frustrate you or it should not make you feel angry towards me, because understanding that I am somebody who is diligent, but I have something personal that I'm going through. So that kind of empathy needs to be spread and taught at the work level. But it's happening. So in my experience, a lot of people who I've been talking to or mentoring, they feel supported. They do feel supported by their organizations, by their peers. I was very supported. I think I worked a lot. I worked long hours, but I had a few people around me who very well understood how much effort I'm putting in, or what is my stamina level. And they were so kind, so generous, and so supportive. So they knew exactly when to let me work or how to support me so I could work. Somebody would bring just a cup of tea, and that would change my entire energy at that point. So I have seen a lot of support at my peer level when I was working. And I think I'm very grateful for all those people. In fact, most of them are mentioned in my book. I couldn't have written this book without mentioning my colleagues who stood by me, my friends who supported me. I have colleagues and friends who would literally lift my luggage so that I could travel with them, to ensure that we stopped at the right places so that I could eat the food that I could eat at that point. So these are very small gestures, but this makes you know that they are empathetic, they understand, and they genuinely want your best interest, uh, especially when you're working with them and you're working so hard for a particular company goal. Um, though I would still again say that there should be more sensitization workshops. What happens, and I'll tell you, So I was mentoring somebody, and that person was very guilty. So a person undergoing cancer, when you get so much of love, support, and generosity from your organization, sometimes it tends to make you feel guilty. You feel like you have to do more. You have to, so I heard this from someone I was mentoring, and I was quite surprised. But I thought it's a very human emotion that because everyone, 100 people are being nice to you and they're doing everything they can, this person felt so guilty, and he was like, I need to give more and more. And through my mentoring with him, I kind of explained to him that um, you don't have to give more, and you don't have to feel guilty, because they are doing it out of a sense of understanding, not because they want to burden you or they're doing a favor to you. So I have realized that when at the workplace, if people are nice to you, it makes you feel guilty. If people are not nice to you, it makes you feel very sad. Because as it is, as a cancer patient, you're going through a lot of emotions and a lot of highs and lows physically. So my request to cancer patients is take the support, don't feel guilty, embrace all the love you get at the workplace. Understand that people just want you to be normal. And at the workplace, I would definitely hope that there are many more people who can do sensitization workshops, who can make others understand that um, what a cancer patient can go through, in terms of physical, emotional, mental turmoil because of the chemo. And this is not something that you would want someone else to experience. When I was questioned at some point by somebody that, so what if you're taking chemo, and I just really couldn't explain to them that, listen, you don't know how devastating that can be, and I really don't wish for you to get it. I mean, it's not something like flavor of ice cream where I like it and I will tell you to taste it. So that is something I think we can do better in organizations. We can definitely get more people sensitized that one, it's not a taboo. Two, the right amount of empathy, the right amount of support. And three is to be genuine about it. Because as a cancer patient, trust me, our instincts go up. And we can make out the difference between genuine concern and someone who's just doing it because it's expected. So yeah, so I would say that it is there, but it can get definitely much better.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Very nicely said. Another thing I want to add: don't show sympathy to anyone, because that then is, if you are showing, oh, it's so painful. Okay, because I saw my dad. When somebody showed him sympathy, he get annoyed because they want to do themselves, because they are working themselves. We saw him; he retired as a acting prestigium. Okay, when he retired, and he took voluntary retirement in 2012, and a mess happened. So that is another story of my life. Okay, that will come later stage, or in that book which I am right now going to publish in August 13th. So the way, when you see any cancer patient, don't show any sympathy to them. Either give them that percentage, because this, give them that place. Yes, you can do it and you can achieve it, and you are the one is who is mostly needed here in this world. This is so this is what the thing which I also learned seeing him. I also learned seeing you. Like, another
So
question
that's a
comes
very,
yesterday.
very, very good point, Debashmita. In fact, when
Huh,
I diagnosed,
yeah,
and the
sure.
first day when I went to my office, after getting to know what's going to happen, I think I called in most of my peer level people and people who I worked with very closely. And my first statement to them was this, that don't show me sympathy. I'm not weak. I will become weak because of the treatment, but I am not weak as a person. So I don't want sympathy, I want support. And I was very clear about the difference between these two words. So I told them, I said, if I need something from you, support me. But don't
Right.
assume that you understand my pain. Don't assume that you know what's going to happen to me. And don't show me sympathy. I'm not a bechari. And that was the word I used. I said, I'm not a bechari. Yes, I will need people to hold me and support me and encourage me. but I'm still not a brahmachari. And that was my first mandate to the team I was leading, to the people I was working with, that no matter what happens, till I don't say it, don't assume that I need your sympathy. And that helped me a lot because I could be myself. I didn't have to play a role or I didn't have to play a patient in my office. I was still Minakshi. I was still the person doing the work that I was doing. So you're absolutely right that a cancer patient does not need sympathy. A cancer patient needs support. So if they reach out to you and they say, listen, can you get me this? Can you do this for me? Please understand at that time they're asking you for support and do it. Most of the people, even I have worked with or mentored, um, they're so independent. It makes me feel so inspired that they're doing their work themselves. They are going to their workplace. They drive themselves to chemo. I mean, that's the independence level that they want to be at. Uh, so they don't need your sympathy. They just need support.
So please have it. Now, one question comes up because when we are diagnosed, for example, somebody or when we are diagnosed with cancer, what goals you have created that time was to achieve to get a better lifestyle. Because pre-occurrence happened, right? In my father's case, I can see that is the occurrence happened. So, what are the things you are maintaining as a because you are also working as a corporate in corporate the time management is a big task for you how you are managing everything on time and what are the lifestyle you are leading. Yeah.
Um, Again, very interesting because again, I think that's again something I mentioned in my book, that life changes and you have to embrace it. When I say changes, so I used to work very long hours. I used to party a lot, go out a lot, travel very, very frequently on work. I have consciously curbed and cut down a lot of that. The lifestyle changes have been in diet. So I do not eat meat. I don't eat dairy. I'm told not to eat sugar. I have a sweet tooth, so that is something I struggle with, but I try not to have sugar. Exercise is a part of my life. When I say exercise, it is primarily either walking or swimming. Again, side effects for me as a cancer patient were that my muscles are quite weak. So I can't do gym and stuff, but I definitely walk, I swim, I meditate. I journal very regularly since 2018. I used to write a lot even from a younger age, but now it has become a habit. I indulge in activities that give me peace of mind. So I love doing painting. I love reading. I love just staring into, it could be a tree, it could be something green, basically from my window or my balcony. Very honestly, before 2018, I would have not stopped and made this my life. My life probably would have been revolving around work and then friends and then going out and then having a drink or socializing or planning a trip. It's always hectic, always moving. But as a lifestyle change, and just to tell you that I've been 5 years in remission. Not been easy, but I'm blessed that for 5 years I have kept the cancer away from me. And it's only because of lifestyle changes that I have made. Uh, Mental peace is very, very important. It's not that life has been very easy. Personally, we went through COVID after that. I've had losses in the family. So life has been not the usual ups, downs, highs, lows. But as a survivor, my life has changed where I prefer peace over parties. I prefer meditation over going out and spending my day just like I used to shop a lot. Now I shop much lesser. I've realized that it's better to have be minimalistic, though my husband may not agree, but still. So those are changes which I think everyone should. Diet is very, very important, Devashita. Like I have very diligently what my doctors have told me. I've tried to follow for the last 3 years, except the sugar part. But that also, time to time, I indulge and then I come back that I should not be having it, which has really helped me. And the mental peace, because cancer, the recurrence of cancer is obviously when you do not consciously change your choices. So you have to choose, and it's tough. Today, when my friends are planning a trip, I have to choose. Will I be able to make it? Will I get the right food over there? Will I be able to travel in a car for so long? Is it worth it? Because physical stress, emotional stress, and mental stress are contributors to cancer cells. So I really think about it at the cost of people maybe not wanting to invite me anymore. It's fine because at the end of the day, if I have managed 5 years in remission, it's I have to stay alive, and that's what matters. So those are the things people, if you have been through cancer once, I think it's so important to realize what is important, and at the end of the day, you are the only person who's important. So as much as I have a great support system, my brothers are call away, my sister-in-laws are call away, both my brothers, my nephew, my nieces, my husband, my mother-in-law, I can count my entire family, my husband's sister, her husband. I mean, I have to just call and they'll all be there. But the point is, I want them to be there when I'm hale and hearty, not because I've fallen ill again. So I have consciously done this, consciously made these choices, and I think I'm happy. I think I'm great. And one more thing that what happened is that making these choices have made me more focused about my life. So very honestly, before 2018, I was also drifting. Whatever happens, however things happen. But today I'm very conscious how I spend my time. What like when this book came out, it took me about a year and a half. But the focus came that this book is important. I have to do it. And those are the things that I have realized that with lifestyle changes, I'm getting these benefits as well.
In, interesting. The great insights. I am also learning many things from here. The takeaway is whatever I am taking, this have a good mindset, because whenever you are talking about the hobbies, okay, give importance to your hobbies. Those the thing is, in your case, I heard that you are stopping by because your habit is to buy purchase something, okay, doing shopping. And yes, so many people can't resist, and the best part is sweet, okay, because since I'm Bengali, there is a myth that the sweets and your fishes are occurring you cancer. It's absolutely a myth. Because the lifestyle is your problem, because the metabolic disorders happen with the stress, okay,
Yes,
because how much stress you are taking is not the fault of the squid or all our problem of the fish. No, because fish is something which is good for your eyes. And sweet, yeah, we all are sweet. The sweet tooth is can't be controlled. So this is what my father still now having. This is the maximum sweet. If you give him total plate of sweets, he will eat. So he will never say no to you. He will love you instead. So because this is the prone of the what to say, the the diabetic patient. So whenever it has happened, yeah, take a part of dates. Dates is sweet, but it is healthy.
yeah,
This type of healthy foods, which is craving, when the craving comes, have a few, and to just to see first, because I'm not a doctor or a dietitian, just discuss with them. There's, I can suggest, because of I can understand the craving when the sugar, otherwise the sugar falls. So it's better to consult with the doctor or the dietitian. and and as our all physiologically is different, right? We
yes,
are all different. And maybe as Aristotle spoke about that, every human has a different, because my food is your poison, your food is my poison.
correct.
So we cannot suggest which food is correct for you and incorrect for you. So it's better to talk to the dietitian when, if you are suffering from a stress and which may lead to your cancer, because it happens. So before this, talk to the dietitian, talk to the proper guidance, take their expert guidance. Here, I can suggest, if you want, please come to the hypnotherapist, any person who can help you during this time, because hypnosis is something which will entirely change your mindset. So
I think you're right
yeah,
because I have,
yeah,
can cut down cravings with hypnosis. So if you really crave sugar, or if you crave fried food, or whatever is not good, like thumbs up, things that we love, but they're not really the best for our health, you can cut down cravings with hypnosis. I think uh, uh, for me, I have always worked with Rahul, so I can say that there are times when I have worked with him to say that, listen, I can't, I shouldn't be. So, to give you an example, now I think I have an aerated drink, maybe like a 200 ml or lesser than that, once in 2, 3 months, like I have reached there. But in 2018, 2017, before I fell ill, thumbs up was like my go-to for anything. In the day after lunch, in the evening after dinner, catching up with friends, I used to have a lot of aerated thumbs up, especially. But now I don't really crave it because I think I managed to rewire my mind that to feel good when I'm sitting with friends, I don't need an aerated drink. I can do just normal water, or I can do with lemon water, which is far more healthier. So hypnosis helps even work on the cravings and on portions of food. Like sometimes we think that, okay, if the plate is not full, we have not eaten. So we look at the food and we feel whether we're full or not. We're not seeing that our stomach is only this much, fist size. So hypnosis helps over there as well for you to be able to relate what you want in the mouth to what is going in the stomach. So absolutely right, Devashmita, that hypnosis helps work even on this, even on food patterns.
And thank you so much for those who are watching and patiently watching. And yes, please put down your questions. I'm just watching in two windows simultaneously. Your questions are important. Yeah. Another question which I received yesterday from one of my this known person, that yes, ovarian cancer patient can give birth to a child. Yes, because my one of my accountability partner, because in the frame of mentor, uh, because I am working with another mentor as well. But there is a possibilities of making accountability partner, where in that my accountability partner is suffered from ovarian cancer. I'm trying to bring her also here. Yes, after she diagnosed with ovarian cancer, she gave a proper birth of a proper child. Okay, so it's nothing like, don't, because everything is in your mindset. If you whatever you want, you can achieve it. Because cancer is not the end of the life. Cancer is a, okay, something is happening, because we take so many, whether right now you have spoke about Coca-Cola. I want to share one of my childhood stories. When I was in my just class 12, okay, I was prone to from 12 to graduation completely. Just that time I was having the 20 rupees. That time this big packets comes of this Lay's chips
Chips.
and kurkure. Okay, I took two packets each day. Two packets kurkure, two packets Lay's chips, and me and my mother. Okay, me and my mom has this tendency of finishing it. Just if you we have to complete this, we are prone. And after that, two plates biryani. We don't have control. And another thing is, in that case, another child was there. He was just doing his that time class 10 or 11. So he was just having continuous Coca-Cola. What leads him is a blood cancer. Okay, at that point. And he was struggling with his death, and whether he will be surviving, or that was a big question comes. That time, whatever I am talking about is of 2008 or 2009. Okay, that time, this the right now the technologies are getting much improved from 2018 onwards, right?
Yeah.
2020, lots of AI technologies have come, but that time there was no such thing. Okay, there was struggling that whether the person, the whatever the medicine they were just giving, it was like, oh, hoga to bachega, otherwise jao. Means like this way. I'm not blaming the doctors, I'm not blaming anyone, but the thing was like that. So the medication was like that, because they were just doing some experiments with the patient that time.
True.
And now the scenarios changed. But this is not the end. You are most valuable in this world. Understand, give yourself, just take the help, come, take forward. So now we will be moving to one questions, and we will be going to see what are the questions comes in the comment session, so that we can also reflect on their thoughts, and then we will be moving to the session where the total sum up. I will request you to just to summing up, and I will just give the learning what I have took from you. Okay, and this way we will be closing today. Okay, so lots of work to do, because in the closing time I will be telling you that what we are planning for the next project. So what are the benefits of providing regular cancer screening program in the workplace? Yeah.
So, what are the benefits? Of course, you are making people more conscious. So, I think
Yes, yes, it's correct. Yeah,
yeah, at
Meenakshi.
the workplace, like I mentioned, the start at the workplace is towards sensitization of cancer, demystify it, because everyone is very scared of this word. So very important is to demystify the word cancer. And like you yourself mentioned, treatment technology has changed a lot. And if it is detected in the early stages, it is definitely curable. Um Most cancers are curable. So I think at the workplace, also because we carry a lot of stress which we blame at our to our work, that oh, we are stressed out because of work, we are stressed out because the workplace sucks, we are stressed out because our boss is bad. Though that's not the entire truth, but we make it be, a lot of people make their lives revolve around the bad boss and the hectic workplace. So if you do cancer screenings and cancer workshops, demystify this whole illness, people become far calmer, because a lot of people don't even, and some of them, you know, we think like it cannot happen to us. It will happen to other people, but not to us. Um, we recently did a health checkup at the workplace, and it was very strange because a lot of people who are fit ended up having high cholesterol, sugar, diabetes, or hypertension. So it was an eye opener for us that a person may look very healthy, very fit, and right weight, and no flab, and not obese at all, but that person has hypertension, because inside that person there is something happening which is creating the blood pressure to be high all the time. Or somebody who doesn't sleep, probably has insomnia and has ended up developing blood pressure. So cancer screenings at the workplace should be, I think, a part, and I would advocate it for women, cancer is on the rise. So I would definitely say that organizations should invest in cancer screenings of their employees, and help them to be more aware and educated about this illness.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, as mentioned by Swarna, that is in the Women's Day, this type of organizational thing, we can do it. Yeah, definitely. Not only the special, if we are doing on the monthly one time also, calling the doctors, full checkup of the body is important, because it will help the since we are having a medical reimbursement in the company format, so we should utilize this, which if we are thinking about this from the HR perspective. So definitely we can give certain employee benefits. We can add this section for the employee benefits, so that the employee can have build that trust on us and can be more interactive to us, because whenever the leaves at least can be reduced. As an HR, it is a very hard task for me. Every day I'm not able to come and I'm just listening. Please remove. It is very difficult. So our intention is not to remove you from the company. Our intention is to keep you in the company in a healthy state with a healthy mindset.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So yeah. So here the thing is, since those who just watch this as a letter, because I have not get any questions yet. I saw that 2 or 3 people are watching. So thank you for watching, and please at least put the questions if you have, and also you put the learnings, whatever you are taking away from Meenakshi's discussion, because she is giving a great insight. Please put that also in a notes format, so that the people who will be watching later can at least refer that notes, because I have this habit of making the whole notes and submitting to the every whatever the podcast I watch, because this helps me to learn and grow.
Absolutely.
So, yes, next question is, how can we effectively educate employees about the importance of lifestyle choices? As we have we have spoke about it in canceling the prevention, in cancer care prevention. Okay, because food, though, we have already covered, I guess, right? That is what food. This is discussing with the proper, take the proper guidance. Yeah, and what language you use during the when you were suffering from this cancer, what language, what mindset was there in your mind, and how what language helped you, because you can adapt that time with the help of your spouse, Rahul, how he helped you this that time. Can you just if you can just speak about it. Over to you, Minash.
So I will answer your how you can help employees adopt healthy life choices. So I personally as a person, I advocate happiness a lot. Be happy, stay happy, make people happy. Happy is the key word. And you know, have lunch at the right time. There is no meeting in this world that will ruin your career or your life or the organizational goals if you request your clients not to do calls between 1 and 1:30. Have a routine. Now that is something that most people, whether you're an IT professional, whether you're an event person, whether you're in advertising, whether you're a healthcare professional, healthcare also, people do not have a routine. Their routine depends on everyone else. So I definitely advocate a routine. Like no matter what happens, I know there is a certain time in the last 2 years that is my waking time. I will get up by 7. Not earlier, not after. But that's how I have created my routine. I get up at 7 o'clock. I do a little bit of my meditation, take my morning medication that I have to take. By 7:30, I am ready to go for my walk or to do my workout. 8:30 shower, change, get ready to go to work, in between make my breakfast. So routine helps you also stay focused on your health. If you're constantly on a yo-yo every day, your health will also be on a yo-yo. Having lunch at the right time. So at the workplace, like I said, I'm quite happy that my workplace has now become more conscious. We've made it more conscious where by 12:45 you'll hear all the hungry stomachs talking that, let's have lunch. You can hear the growling like, okay, everyone's ready to eat lunch. So we try to have our lunch between 12:45 to 1:30 where the entire office finishes their meal. A lot of us advocate having a snack at about 3:34 with the chai or the coffee. So at the workplace, and I'm very proud to say that couple of us take the initiative. Either we chop a fruit or we bring some healthy snack, and we have a little bit with our tea and our coffee. Dinner every day for me is between 6:30 and 7. Even if I'm socializing, maybe 5 times a year I would eat dinner at 8 o'clock, but otherwise no. I'm bedtime by 11:30. I'm trying to sleep earlier. I'm trying to get into a healthier habit of sleeping at 10. But today by 11:30 I'm asleep. By 7 I'm up. So I know that I'm giving my body enough rest on a daily basis. Routine makes all of us very, very conscious. And very honestly, when you have a routine, you cannot find time to eat junk. You cannot find time to think junk. You can't find time to do junk because your life has a certain pattern and a certain rhythm that the body and the mind get used to. So definitely, I think lifestyle for all people who are working or even at home have a routine. I want to share one small story. I have an aunt, my uncle's wife. She's in her 70s today, and trust me, Devashrita, I wish sometime I will show you her picture. She is the same that she was looking 40 years back. So when I was growing up, how she looked is exactly how she looks even today, and I am amazed. She does not go to the gym. She has no workout habits, nothing. From the last 40 years that I have seen her, 45 years, so to say, she has a routine. She eats certain things. She eats at a certain time. She sleeps enough. She keeps her, and I always think that she's the Zen in my family. She's like a Buddha. Nothing affects her. She doesn't let anything affect her. She's always peaceful. And my question to her is always that, I always ask her, she's my aunt. So I always tell her, I said, I don't know how you do this. The world around her could be falling apart, but she will still be in the Zen mode. And she still looks the same at 70 that she used to look in her 30s. Her skin shines, and she doesn't go to the parlor, she doesn't do spa, she doesn't do anything that all of us do. So she's a living example for me that routine makes you definitely grow better, age better, and feel better all the time. So that's my one suggestion to everybody, that please, and make your own routine. Like initially you said that everyone's physiology works differently. Make your own routine. See what works for you. As long as you're healthy, as long as you're doing the right things, you can keep cancer away. You can keep a lot of things away, a lot of stress away. Life becomes very simple and very, very happy. Um, the second part that you asked me, what did I tell myself in 2018? Happy. The day I got diagnosed, I said, I don't care. I will be normal. I will be happy. I love making people happy, Debashmita. I love being happy, and I love smiling and chatting, and I like having a smile on my face all the time. Even if people think that I'm acting like a clown, but I just love smiling all the time. And I think that's what I told myself. I used to tell myself every day that I'm stronger than the disease. I am definitely more wiser than the disease, because the disease came to me in 2018 while I've been alive for 40 years. So definitely the wisdom is bigger. And I'm a happy person. I will happily get rid of this disease. I will not feel bad about it. So I told myself such things that, and I'm strong, So these sound cliched, but trust me, when you tell yourself that I'm stronger than anything that is hurting me, I'm happier than ever before, it does work here. And that's also credit to hypnosis, where you know how language patterns work. What you say, what you think is exactly how you live. So for me, I think my keywords have always been peace, happiness, people. I love being with people. I don't like sitting alone beyond the point. So I surrounded myself with a lot of people, friends, family, colleagues, in at that time. And I always told myself that, I'm happy. I'm grateful. That's another word that I really live by, is grateful. I have so much gratitude for my life. So those things I used to do every day. It's been 7 years, Debashmita, 5 years of remission, and 2 years before that. There's never an evening where I don't fill in my gratitude journal. So it's such a beautiful feeling to write what I'm grateful for. And I don't do this for anybody. Nobody has seen that book. Nobody knows what I write in it. But I know the power of gratitude, that I feel every day in my life. When people ask me, how do you do this? How did you get that? They want to understand the magic that's happening in my life. And I would say the magic that's happening in my life is because of gratitude and happiness. And those are like two tracks for me. And I'm riding that car. I make sure the tires are filled with air, a lot of peace, a lot of happiness, a lot of gratitude, a lot of conviction. So these are my four key words, that I live by. Nothing can stop me, and I'm very sure of that. So yeah, so that's what I used to tell myself. That is what I tell myself even today.
This is the sportsmanship attitude towards life. So once we adapt to this, that is happiness. See, because everybody, if we, it has been stated with a smile, if you see a person who is depressed, sitting depressed, see the miracle. Okay, the magic. The now, when I was there in the cancer hospital, when my father last with the last report also, I went with my mother with more, and what exactly I found, that the doctor was there are small children who were taking chemos, and I was feeling so down. I was feeling so bad that why not that affect to me, that while, because I know how much painful is chemo. So, but when the children are taking this, it was very painful to see that those things. So that time the doctor are just asking them to just to smile. Okay, the parents were just sitting down. Means, as a parent also they can't see their children like that. So just if you smile at that time, you are not a clown that time. That is what they support. This is the support. Don't say go and talk to them sympathetically, and don't call them actually that time continuously, because this happened recently. One girl who has been suffered with blood cancer, their parents, they are just calling the parents continuously, and their parents are in the ICU, then in the next step. So if you are calling them, you are not supporting them, you are disturbing them. So make a note that don't disturb, but support. Just when they want, just be there. And those who are suffering from blood cancer, please don't hesitate to give the blood, because it is not like that if you give blood you will get blood cancer. So it's a myth. Please don't go by Google. Google is not a doctor. Because sometimes people read a lot of things from Google, and then they behave insane. So I would request you, please visit to the doctor, understand what doctor is talking about, because they're specialized in that particular field. So my takeaways from you is to be happy, and always be happy with the way you are talking about. Stay grounded, stay happy. And the way you spoke about, to be mindset is that yes, to be strong, you are strong. Your affirmations should be strong, the way you have informed. Yes.
I want to
So
share this with you that every diary, every book,
huh,
every journal that I have, um,
huh,
this year that I bought, my vision book, where I write
huh,
my vision statement and all of that,
yes,
everything has a word called magic on the cover.
yes,
So, and I'm totally shameless to say this, that I am magic. There is magic in my life. There will be magic in my life. And I've surrounded myself with these words. It's one thing to affirm, and it's one thing to stay surrounded by things you want. So I always do that if I want something to be there with me constantly, uh, all my books, even yesterday, I mean, I'm a shopaholic for books. I can buy
yeah,
books. No one should take me to a bookshop because I'll never come back empty-handed. So I just went somewhere with a few friends, and they were shopping for knickknacks while I picked up books, and I saw these lovely diaries, the small diaries, and instantly I picked up a small notebook for my handbag, and even there, it said that there is magic in every day. And and this is something that I would definitely like to share with all your viewers, anyone who's watching this video, that there is no magic outside of you. Everything is inside of you. And if you believe in that, because I'm somebody who has a lot of conviction, I really strive to do things, and be good at them. I don't settle. So for that, and to have the stamina physically and mentally and emotionally to do it, one, of course, in my inner strength is there. Two is the hypnosis in my life. And three is I surround myself with what I want. And I make sure that that happens, in my life. I manifest it um, in different ways. Even my coffee mug has a beautiful saying that my husband gave me this mug in 2015. And it's so true. So it sounds stupid, but my mug, my diary, my bag, everything has it's a build up to what I want to manifest in my life. So that is something I've seen work in my life for a very long time, and I think it does work in everyone's life as long as you really know what you want. And that is the question: do you know what you want?
so anyways, we'll say one thing here, that is, magic is Rahul Josh also a magic, because whenever he comes with something, some good magic happens. Okay, the magic is even in that case, you are also a magic, because whenever we are learning many things, and whenever he brings a pure name, haha, please show it. Yeah.
So this
Wow.
one is Make Your Own Magic. So
Hmm.
this is my vision book, and
Uh-huh.
I want to show that I write what I do every day, routine, my
Uh,
walk, my post, my reading, my no eating junk. So Make Your Own Magic is actually my journal for my lifestyle choices. I'm very glad that from January 1st till today, I have maintained it. There is not a day I've missed in making my magic. And this one, Believe in Magic, is my
Uh,
secret diary where I write all my innermost thoughts, ideas, notes about my second book that I want to write.
uh,
So it's very apt because it says believe in magic. I love unicorns because they just give me a sense of different worlds and beauty and surreal wishes, basically. As I mean, I'm
uh,
sure a lot of girls relate to me because a lot of young girls like unicorns. Uh, but
right.
so believe in magic is basically ideas that I want to translate into reality, thoughts that I feel I should share. And so yeah, so like I told you, both my books which are important to me have magic in them. And
Yeah,
these are my constant books. I write every day in them. So yeah.
right. Yeah, this reminds me one thing, that is whenever you are into stress, write it down, dump it out. Because there is a technique of dumping and just thinking positive. Dump your negative thoughts into a positive thought. See what is the result comes. So the books reminds me, and I have a habit of 15 books in a day I finish, because writing is a habit, right? Because sometimes if you in the childhood, dear diaries, we all have written, right? Childhood memories, dear diaries. And if you because I do read books, and this Blondie, if you the comic strip was there, and this I love that comic strip because there are always dear diaries, this starts. So when you were writing anything like dear diaries, it is something where you can say, right, write it down, and you don't have to show it to anyone. Your mental peace will be there. And always write in a positive way. It is not like uh, the techniques here also the expert require. So would connect with Rahul George, because he has a very good experience being a, because he has undergone to a certain level. I am recommending him because I myself is his student. So I know what exactly going on during the time of when my father detected with cancer, and what exactly happened, because he can easily resonate with the two things, because he has already experienced this. So it is a better person to understand. Just miss, if you have a better guide, I would request to join him, but this is your choice. I cannot say that you can come and join him. That is your choice, but take a proper guide that who can understand you well during this time, because it is very difficult for, as a caretaker also, it is very difficult to have a proper mindset. But if you believe in your guide, if you believe in your mentor, everything will be done, sorted, and this is what the all about. So, Will, another thing, as yesterday I've also mentioned about C for Courage, the link has been given. Today also I'm sharing the link of C for Courage. Please read the book and share your learnings below. And in my book, whatever is coming on 13th of August, I will write a part of C for Courage, a part of where what is my learning from C for Courage. So that will be there in that one column. Please go through that. And below that the link also will be available about in Amazon. You will be getting this here also in the description box also. I'm giving, please buy the book, because this book will change your entire mindset, how to recover. And even if I will be sharing my book link also in Amazon, because how was my mindset when I saw that about the second time this reoccur about the cancer, what are the techniques we have I have learned from Rahul and implemented that. So this is all is there in that book as well. So please, for your benefit, just go through those books. And the book which is coming on 13th of August, we are all excited. And 13th of August, we are launching one thing called Here. We are here to here. Okay, which our now what that is where initially we are using the as a WhatsApp group, okay, where all the employees, where all the people can come with their problems. Okay, we will see their problems, and whenever we have the time, we will definitely give their answers. Because we are there to hear from you. What is your emotional state? What is yours? What sort of a emotional means? What sort of a support you want from us? Definitely, we are there to help you. All the experts are there. Meenakshi will be also there. And initially, this Dr. Swati or Swarna will be changing it to the app, where we will be shifting that all the contacts to that app. Okay, so that will be so that we can be more organized, because the app can be more organized even if we are not available. But it is not an AI. Don't worry that it is not an AI. We are there with you. All are there with you here. Those who are coming for giving the interview, because we all are here. We can all have undergone certain stages as a caretaker or as a victim. So nothing to worry about, because Dr. Swati himself was one of the victims who have come. So we are there. We are proud, and even Meenakshi is also there, who has also been diagnosed. So we are here to support you. So thank you so much, Meenakshi. Lots and lots of work to do. Yeah. And looking forward to work with you a lot, because there are lots and lots of work increasing day by day. So, and cancer is increasing because of the lifestyle. We will be supporting you. Come and join that time. That is, everything is getting launched on 13th of August, but we will be coming together on 14th of August, because 13th of August is birthday of my mentor Rahul Joy. I don't want to disturb him on that day. So 14th, we are officially coming here. We will be doing the proper launching in front of him only. That is on 14th of August.
Thank you so much, Debasmita, and I really congratulate you on all the good work you're doing by promoting awareness of hypnosis, cancer, a lot of other things that I know you're doing very well. So really, really grateful to share my story with you on
Yeah,
the platform that you have, and happy to be of support in any way possible if there is an impact on other people's lives. I'm
yeah,
always there. So thank you
yeah,
so much. Have a good evening. Thanks a
yeah.
lot.
Thank you so much for, yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Yeah.